So welcome back. In these videos we're going to be talking about circles and the axes. So the relationships to circles and when they hit the axes, when they're tangents to the axes, and so on. So in this one we're just going to look at where they hit the axes and how to find that. So axes is just plural of the axis is. So yeah, the first question is, where does the circle x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 2y minus 11 equal to 0, where does it hit the x and the y axis? So how are we going to do this? So we know that on the y-axis, what do we know about x? So we should know that x is equal to 0 on the y-axis, right? So I'll write that down. I'm going to scroll down a bit and go. So I'm going to, on the y-axis, x is equal to 0. And then similarly on the x-axis, y is equal to 0. So the trick is, whenever you want to find where a circle hits the x or the y-axis, you should either let x equal to 0 to find where it hits the y-axis, or you should let y equal to 0 to find where it hits the x-axis. Right, so I'm going to do the first one. I'm going to let y equal to 0, and then I'll let you guys try the other one. So again, to find out where it hits the y-axis, so I'm going to write that down here. So I have y-axis, that means x is equal to 0. I'm going to write out the equation of the circle again. So it's going to be x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 2y minus 11 is equal to 0. So if x is equal to 0, we're going to get 0 squared plus y squared minus 4 by 0 plus 2y minus 11 is equal to 0. And we're going to be left with the quadratic in y. Y squared plus 2y minus 11 is equal to 0. Alright, so to solve this we're going to have to use the quadratic formula, just because there's no way of factorizing it easily. So y is going to be equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So I'm not going to go through all of this, because that's something that you guys will be able to do anyway. So I'm going to give you the two answers anyway. So it's going to be that y is equal to 2.46 or y is equal to minus 4.46. Alright, so that's how to get where it hits the y-axis. So I'm going to mark those in on our diagram up here. So we have, we'll say 2.46, and then this here is minus 4.46. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys to find where it hits the x-axis. So remember, I told you guys how to do it. So you're supposed to let y equal to 0. You sub y equal to 0 into all of your y's here, and then you have to solve it for x, and you'll find out where it hits the x-axis as well. So that was just a quick video about how to find where circles hit the x and the y-axis. So let us know what you find down in the comments about what this point is and about what this point is. So we'll see in the next video where we're going to be talking about circles that are tangents to the axis. So that's going to be a little bit harder. But we'll see you then. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends if you think the videos are helpful.